Okay, everybody, what's up? Bill back here, and you're watching No Visible Scars. Today I'm going to go over the Acheron albums, Rites of the Black Mass, that recently was reissued, and I have to say it's probably the ultimate edition of this release. Just came out September 12th. Literally just got it. Actually, I pre-ordered, so I got it before that. Yeah, I figure what the hell. Let's go over it. I always like this album. Now, now I know there's controversy. Well, it's not really controversy, but either you like it or don't. And it's the intros, right, between the songs. Um, I have like a love hate relationship with it. Sometimes I'm cool with it. Sometimes I'm not. But it is what it is. That's how the album should be with the intros. So I'm not going to go like this is not a review of the album. I'm not reviewing the album. I'm just going to go over at this point. I mean, this album came out in 1992. Here we go. You want to read a review? Find it online, right? Anyway, this is the remastered edition from Kenyon Records, new record label, and I believe they're friends of the guys from Acheron, the individual or individuals that run the label. I'm not too sure the background of the label, but yeah. So this is a double LP, splatter vinyl, 250 copies, I think. I just checked on the website before recording of Kenyon Records, and it's still available. But I think if you don't want to go through them directly, Hell's Headbangers have it. Now, this is I'm just review or going over the double LP. There's a CD version, shirts. There's all kinds of stuff. So you could check out. I'll link. I'll make the in my comments, I'll leave the website to Kenyon Records. Okay, so this is the 2025 master of Rites of the Black Mass. An album that came out in 1992, which I bought on cassette when it was released. Back then, I try to find, can't find it. Like you could see what I'm looking at. I have a tape pile over there. I try to find the cassette I had. I don't know where the hell it went. But it was I I don't think it was the turbo version. It was probably the JL version. So anyway, yeah, let's dive in. Here's the booklet. Really nice job. Nice write up in here from Vincent Crawley, the man behind Acheron. Lyrics are in here. There you go. Yeah, really, really neat, professional layout. Really great job. Believe this picture is a rarity, if I'm correct. And then there's one on the back. I don't even remember any pictures in the JL, let alone any lyrics, anything like that. I think there's linear notes in here. Yeah, David. Let's see. Fully author. Okay, yeah. No, never mind. So also included on this, you got the 2025 remaster, or is it remaster? Yeah, remaster of the album itself, Rites of the Black Mass. You also get the 1991 demo, remastered also, and both are produced by Scott Burns, which I believe he produced back in the day too. Um, I, did he record it? I can't remember if he recorded the demo. I'm pretty sure this. I could be wrong. I probably should not even say. I thought it was recorded. At least the album was recorded at Morrisound, between Morrisound and Pennsylvania studio in Pennsylvania when Vincent Kralik moved back or moved from Florida to Pennsylvania. Hey, if I'm wrong, feel free to, tell me you're a fucking dick. You're a dummy. Okay. Anyway, something else really cool. So, this was signed by all the original members that played on the album. Just like a slipcover, if you will. So that was cool. That's an nice added little treat. There's also a huge poster. It's just I'm not gonna really unfold it, but yeah, it's the cover art, you know. But yeah, I'm really impressed. Really nice job, professional, especially for a label that just started out. So off to a good start, definitely. Let me show you guys the vinyl. There's splatter vinyl. Okay, here's the Rites of the Black Mass album. So, and that sounds great. I don't notice anything majorly different about the sound, that I remember from back in the day when I heard it. So, depending on how you feel. I thought the album sounded cool back then and still does. So they didn't go and fuck with the sound, which is good. You gotta, just leave it alone. Leave it the way it was. They probably just cleaned it up. I don't know for a fact. It just says, remastered. So it was remastered. So I'm not too sure what they did with it, but it sounds fine. Sounds good. Sounds like you remember it. And here's the 91 demo. This is the second LP. Sounds great. You'll notice if you never heard that demo, you're going to notice right off the bat how different the Crawley's vocals are. They're more like raspy, almost Bathory-esque, which I thought was awesome. Almost kind of wish maybe he sang like that on the full length, but I mean I don't dislike the vocals on the actual album. I think he has great Vincent Kralik has great death metal vocals too. But yeah, I guess you could say maybe the demo. And well, look, looking back from for 2025, that was 91. That demo, Rites of the Black Mass demo, 91. I guess you weren't really saying it was black metal then, but I think listeners nowadays would go, oh, that's that sounds definitely black metal. It's it's mainly because of Vincent's vocals, which like a Bathory, like I said, Bathory-esque. David Vincent on Altars of Madness, David did the same thing, changed. It went more death metal, after Altars, vocally wise. But yeah, overall, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I thought the demo. I'd have to, I'm gonna have to listen to it more. Demo almost sounds a little bit faster. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Who knows? But overall, definitely recommended if you're a fan of the original, and not gonna pay outrageous prices for original presses. Pick this up. This is great. I've liked this for since it came out. So yeah, that's about it on that. I think I don't know. I forgot the price. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not gonna. You know what? I don't want to screw that up. But before I let you go, I wanted to show off some Acheron memorabilia because I did write to the band back in the day. So a few little mementos from my collection of Acheron. First, we got the full page ad here. Just brutal death metal, or the contact address. So not too sure. This is somewhere between I would say 91 and 93. Yeah, I thought I had a letter from Vincent, but I don't know. This was a pen pal of mine that wrote on this, that sent me that. So that wasn't actually from the band. Well, not sent directly to me from the band. This was definitely from the band. This is now this isn't necessarily the lineup from Rites, the demo or the full length, but this is where the band was heading. So this is probably 92, 93, somewhere around there. Cool shot there. So here's stuff directly from Acheron. I assume I wrote, to the P.O. box. I assume it's probably Vincent Crowley that did all the mail back then. So he had what was going, or they had what was going, called the Order of the Evil Eye. It was like a newsletter, it was anti-Christian kind of thing, and you could join. There was a membership. Let's see if I grab a membership. Here we go. There's an actual membership application here for true Satanists only back then. Here's the other side of it. I guess it was, you got to, this is from 93. I saw the, let's see if I can show it to you. It does say 93 on here, I believe. One of these does. Let's see. Yeah, it's 1993. Yeah, so that's when I got these. So this is pretty cool. It says in here, the genesis of the band, talking about Tony Black, Mike Browning. So this was the lineup that was coming together right then. The interesting thing here, it says they were, in 93, the band is preparing to do a 10-inch record for Candlelight Music, which will include 4 songs that will be on the second album, Lex Talion's, and 2 recorded tracks from Rites of the Black Mass. This re-recorded and a 8-track studio to give it a raw sound for the release. And they have finished, this is cool, the band has finished writing their second full-length Lex Talion's, formerly called Reality's Horror, and looking for a new label to release it. So this is this is fan club info too, but like I said, Vince had this Evil Eye, Order of the Evil Eye thing going on, an elite club which is dedicated to the destruction of Christianity. So those were some of the mementos. I never sent in my application, because I was had to keep everything, so I didn't want to part with nothing. But hey, for what it's worth, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I held on to all this stuff. It's neat, it's really cool looking back on all the stuff that was made the scene, made that up and coming scene what it was and remembered for. That's about it. Just a little quick video. Always like the Acheron. I do like a lot of the later albums too. This is where it started for the band. Yep, definitely highest recommendation on this. Again, from Kenyan Records, just released. All right, so yeah, definitely grab it, and leave some comments. You guys, how long have you guys been at the Acheron? You know, do you consider them black metal? Or satanic death metal? I don't know. Share some thoughts. Seen them live. Was anybody part of the Order of the Evil Eye? Um, I don't know. Let's talk about it. All right. See ya.